Vale, vale, vale. Ya debería estar. En directo. A ver. Esto, a ver. Debería verse por aquí. Pero ¿por qué no me sale nada? A ver. Por aquí. No, no llegas tarde. A ver. A ver. Debería decirme aquí que debería poder estar emitiendo. Vale. Ahora sí. Debería estar así. No, esta no. Vale. Vale, debería estar aquí, pero creo que no hay nadie. Ay, no hay nadie. Creo que no hay nadie. A ver. Oh, bueno, no me dice que está aquí en directo. A ver. Es lo mejor que yo pude. ¡Ah! Bueno, igual sube un poquito aquí, un poco organizando las cositas. Creo que está mejor el micro ahora. Y ahora porque el chat va atrasado. A ver. Ti, ti, ti. A ver. Yo soy nadie. Hola, ya. Creo que es la única que está aquí hoy. Ay. Estoy solita. Sí, pero a ver cómo se hacía esto del chat. Porque. A ver. Espérate, voy a hacer aquí una cosita. Porque no se me actualiza el chat. A ver. Ti, 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 ti. Eso es en cuestión de trabajo. Ah, hola, Lu. A ver. Ventana. Ya. Ti, ti. Ah, llega tu tranqui. Nah, no creo. Iba a hacer un anuncio ahora, pero así está el facha. Así está el manager. Le compramos gafas con esto del debut. Ahorramos suficiente para esto. A ver, un momentito. Propiedades. Ahora sí debería actualizarse bien. Bueno, somos 3. Y Lu, no te despistes, por favor. Que si no nos van a... Me va a llegar una denuncia por esto de... Ay, eso salí trayendo del trabajo. Déjame más te revuelvo. Ok, ok. Yo a ver si... A ver si viene más gente, bien, si no nada. Quiero contar algo y no sé a qué hora. Pero voy a estar viendo que anuncio millonario. Ah, los tíos que dicen, venga, vamos a fingir ser humildes. Y ya cuando cumplas los 18 te damos todo el dinero de la familia. Sí, 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 sí. Ojalá tener de esos. Ojalá tener tíos. Ojalá existieran. Pero eso que si te tienes que ir, no pasa nada. Me pongo aquí yo a hacer la pendeja. Espérate, hago el anuncio justo ahora. Y... Vale, ya está. Y se ve ya bien. Vale. Y sí. Manager se puso capitas. Y bueno. Es un domingo. Bueno, no pasa nada. Yo tampoco tengo ese dinero. ¿Tú crees que...? Somos pobres, ya, somos pobres. Yo soy pobre, pero tengo un poco de dinero de las comisiones. Dinero suficiente para poder pagarme estas cositas. Pero eso, tenía pensado... tenía pensado jugar a las Little Princess. El manager me ha dicho, mira, toma esto, juega. Pero, no. Ay. Pues bueno, voy a estar yendo, mi hermana. Creo que veo cada 1000 años. Bueno, igual lo puedes poner después y decirle, mira, esta tontada aquí. Esta tontada aquí es amiga mía. Pero eso que iba a jugar a Slay the Princess, estaba yo tan tranquila. Igual si no viene nadie no pasa nada. Yo me voy a gastar todo. Hombre, es que yo te digo, mira, lo voy a tener en una cuenta secundaria, me voy a tener una cuenta aquí para mí sola. Pero la necesidad es la necesidad, ya. Si tienes que gastar el dinero, se tiene que gastar. A ver, tengo que hacer esto un poquito más. Ay. Igual lo de la familia, que es normal que la familia se lo gaste todo. Es normal. También lo hacía una vez de pequeñita. Pero te en el ojo. A veces me pasa. Creo que a veces no me detecta bien los ojos. Pero me pasa cualquier cosa. Bueno, pasa porque a veces me pongo a girar el ojo, la cabeza para mirar el chat, pero no es nada del otro mundo. Pero en persona sí que tengo un tic en el ojo cuando voy a la universidad. O sea, evidentemente me hablan de, oye, ¿te acuerdas de la universidad? Y me empieza a temblar el ojo así, todo rancio. Pero eso que el dinero es dinero. Somos pobres, hay que gastar cada céntimo. Eso. Descubrí que la universidad me daba estrés y me generaba tics en el ojo. Me pasa mucho. Me decía, yo pensaba al principio que era el café. Yo tomaba demasiado café para estar despierta por las mañanas. Pero es que lo llegaba a un punto que dije, venga, no voy a tomar café, a ver si es la... Tomo demasiado café antes de ir a clase. Un día no me tomé un café. Me senté en clase. Y los ojos me parecían un terremoto. Es que no veía. Tenía Parkinson. Tenía Parkinson en los ojos, de verdad que no veía. Me tenía que ir de la clase. No veía. Ya por lo que veo, solo estamos y yo. Pero bueno, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Pero creo que el micro se me oye bien. Me meto en la universidad. Hombre, depende de dónde quieras meter. Es que me metí en una carrera que... El primer año dije, oye, está chulo, está chido. O sea... A mí a veces me da un gustito, pero... Normalmente me despierto al cabo de un rato. Y más es un cafecito frío. Tipo, cerca había una tiendita y yo compraba el cafecito frío. Y me despertaba más el cafecito caliente, pero no se compara. Pero eso que la universidad te puede dar miedo, pero es cuestión de decir, por mi narices estoy aquí. Y lo digo, no, no vamos a sacar, lo quieran o no. Otra cosa que toque el maestro es que eso tiene mala fama de querer arruinar la vida a sus estudiantes. Yo tenía uno que decía, oye, no te cuento asistencia, puedes estudiar en casa y para que vengas a mi clase y estés leyendo otro libro, no vengas a mi clase. La tía sí contaba la asistencia. Entonces una vez me dijeron que mi calificación era el máximo 10. A ver, es que depende mucho de la carrera aquí. Aquí es otra cosa. Tengo que decir. O sea, que mínimo tienes que sacar un 7. Porque si tú me dices, no, es que tengo una beca, tal, tengo que sacar notas mínimas. Digo, bueno, vale, tiene sentido, pero normalmente te dicen, mira, te apruebas bien y si no, recuperas como sea. Tienes que recuperar lo que sea. Pero que me digan, no, tienes que sacar mínimo un 7. Mira, no soy tan lista para tener una beca. Ni necesito becas. No, es que tienes la economía lo suficientemente bien en casa. Como, hombre, todo por hambre. Luego te cuento que me hizo una amiga. Me contó su lore y también se podía decir, ¿qué? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué? Ni buenas tardes ni nada. No, esto no es. Ay, qué raro. Que se vuelca, que se me fue que no de alcantarilla. Vale, vale, vale. Espérate, ¿cómo se hacía esto? De la alcantarilla. No, es que a mí me dije, es que a mi familia decía, no, tienes la economía lo suficientemente bien. Y bueno, pues eso, que dijeron, mira, tienes un ingreso decente, tu familia tiene ingresos decentes. Esto no sé qué tipo. Yo me he quedado tipo, hola, buenas tardes. Es que, es que te quedas muerto cuando te dicen ese tipo de cosas. O sea, una vez hice una amiga por internet que me dijo que su pareja pues la hacía que era muy malo, que si no sé qué, que si no sé cuánto. Y era tipo, ¿perdón? Buenos días, ¿no? Y básicamente el grupo era tipo, pero déjalo, el tío es muy malo, el tío es muy malo. La tía volvió con él y desde entonces no volvemos a saber nada de ella. Tipo, nada, no sabemos nada. Pero a veces la gente tiene mucha confianza por internet. Tipo, con el tiempo te acabas dando cuenta y dices, oye, creo que es mejor que no les diga mucho más. A veces la gente para su secreto. No lo puedo creer que cada hola. Suele pasar. Llevo aquí un ratito haciendo la tonta, pero bienvenido. Vamos a estar hablando de aquí de la confianza justito antes de ponernos a jugar un poco. Pero eso que la gente en internet se coge unas confianzas muy feas. O sea, y es que luego, yo te digo que gracias. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que perdona? Yo ya conté. Suele pasar, a veces pasa. Por dormida. No, es que claro, es que con el OBS es un poco raro. A veces me cambian los links, tengo que hacer no sé qué, tengo que mover una cosa por otra. Es que pero eso ya en que la gente se confía mucho. Te sabes realmente toda su vida, te sabes todos sus traumas, pero oye, ¿cuál era tu apellido? Es que la gente, hasta en persona a veces, tiene mucha confianza. Una vez esto tenía una amiga que llegó a clase. Y mucho chamba esto. Yo tenía una compañera de clase, una amiga, que un día llegó y dijo, chicas, ¿sabíais que el zumo y el café, si os lo tomáis a la vez, os da diarrea explosiva? Yo la tengo. No podía ser, yo nos quedamos todos como, tía, eso no tienes que contarlo. ¿Qué confianza son esas, tía? Eso que... O sea que la gente a veces se confía mucho. A ver, no sé si tenemos... Me puse para hasta atrás en todo lo que da, por favor, ve. Por la música de así como llego así sin avisarle nada. Es raro cuando, en vez de que te adopte un extrovertido y te diga, venga, vamos, se llama Festis, que es lo que me pasa casi siempre. Venga alguien que sea igual de introvertido que tú, o incluso una persona incluso más traumada, que te diga, you're my friend now. O sea, es raro. La gente se echa unas confianzas que no veas. Y hola, hola, nunca sé, no sé si alguna vez en stream mío aún no he empezado a gritar, así que... Bueno, eso. Que... Coño, me estáis oyendo. Que eso, que la gente a veces se confía mucho en internet. O en persona a veces te cuentan su vida. Tienen problemas. O sea, hay gente que se siente muy sola. Y te pasa en transporte público que a veces yo estoy tranquilamente haciendo mis cosas y se me acerca alguien y empieza a contarme su vida. Yo les todo el asiento y me cuentan que tienen... No tienen que adoptarme. Dice, tremendas nalgas, lo voy a adoptar. Yo no quiero casarme más neta. Lo que no me gusta convivir en persona. A ver, yo te lo recomiendo, Jan, yo te recomiendo que hagas al menos un amigo o un conocido. Porque no se sabe, porque a veces tienen apuntes buenos, conocen a alguien de otro sitio. No te digo que sea tu amigo, que sea tu bestie. Y que tengas con él el sobaco, pero... Ay, pero... Yo te recomiendo, Jan, que si puedes intentar sentarte con alguien, y aunque sea hablar de forma formal, tipo, buenos días, buenas tardes, pásame los apuntes. Aunque sea eso, yo te lo recomiendo, porque yo el primer año de universidad no tenía amigos. Mi única amistad estaba estudiando otra carrera. Así que me sentaba en la esquina y yo toda solita. Pero bueno, me llevaba bien con quien se sentaba al lado mía, quien se atrevía. No tengo amigos, he podido contar cada vez solo. Sí, sí, es verdad, es verdad. No pesan poco, que digamos, no son ligeros. Y no solo para los cadáveres, sino también... ¿Quieres robar un banco? Tienes que coger un amigo. Cuanto más os podéis llevar, mejor. Uno entra y el otro se espera en el coche. Espérate, tengo una amiga en la prepa, pero va en la mañana y no la voy a ver. Voy a hacer el chico con el penado de familia. A ver. Igual, en el turno en el que estés, en el grupo en el que estés, aunque sea llevarte bien con alguien, ¿sabes? No te digo que vengas aquí y sea tu compañero de chismes, pero yo que al menos, tipo, que haya buen rollo. No de estar tirando los zapatos cada vez que os veis. Porque si no va a salir cara, ¿eh? Pero esto de... A veces... No tener amigas es malo, ¿eh? Que bueno, gracias, ya vengo, no comiences sin mí. Ah, no, tranquilo, tranquilo, yo estaba aquí contando mi vida. Como que cuando una amiga llegó, dijo, hola chicas, tengo diarrea explosiva. Ay, pero, tía. Y después se fue al baño y desde entonces no lo vemos igual. Que me traje la merienda cena. Claro que aquí en España ya es casi por la noche casi. Es un poquito tarde, pero igual. Es contrario que yo. Planeta. De fufu, shushu. Yo soy así con mis vecinos, ¿sabes? Yo la gente, no me veis, pero yo parezco un cangrejo cambiando de lado para evitar a mis vecinos. Que no me vean, que no me escuchen. Tipo, casi parece que ni estoy. Solo saben que estoy porque pago impuestos. Extrovertido. Mi truco para que haga un extrovertido es ponerme a dibujar en la esquina. Y parecer ahí todo misterioso, todo edgy. Pero funciona, siempre. Que tenga aquí una actividad de pareja. Pero por lo demás, es difícil encontrar un extrovertido así que te quiera adoptar. Yo me encontré una que cambiaba más de hiperfijación que de calcetines. O sea, hoy te decía, estoy escribiendo una novela. Espérate un momentito, te contesto ya. Un día te estaba diciendo, te estás escribiendo una novela. Y a los 2 días te decía, mira, la he borrado, a tomar por culo, voy a hacer otra. Y me obsesionando con esta musical. Es como, tía, tu cerebro, tu cerebro funciona por Bluetooth, porque va muy rápido, tía. Yo estoy con la obsesión de Pokémon desde los 8 años. Y esto ya hace mucho tiempo. Yo soy literal el estereotipo de como edgy, casi me tapo el pelo. Así estaba yo en la secundaria. O sea, me dejaba el pelo largo y me tapaba un ojo. Pero hasta que una vez una maestra me dijo, oye, ¿estás bien? Y yo estaba así, en el fondo. Yo estaba en el fondo así tipo, ¿eh? ¿Ah? Y desde entonces nunca más, porque pasó mucha vergüenza. Y a ver si lo toco. Esto. Yo ya tengo como 5 años, pero no perdía ni uno. Suele pasar, o sea. Es normal que a veces no terminen las cositas, pero ya que estoy aquí todos los días, es un poco preocupante ya. ¡Hola, Zulus! Estamos aquí de chill un momentito. Enseguida jugamos un momentito. Vamos esperando a que alguien vuelva a cenar. Ah, mortal, ¿cómo era? ¿Cómo era? Esto. Ah, sí. Vale, sí, sí, tenía buena gaseosa. Esto, vamos a jugar ahora. Esto de Slade Princesa, ¿sabéis? Un momentito. Eh, ahí. Hacer algo. Pero estaba como que ya me preguntan. ¿Estás bien? ¿Te sientes bien, random? Suele pasar tipo que te parezca un random, te empieza a preguntar cosas random. Y esto. No chido que tipo. ¡No! Ay, no me sale el grito hoy. Ya me saldrá después, te iba a gritar. Pero hoy estoy benevolente. Esto, a ver. Déjame un momentito. A ver cuántos somos. Y. Vale. Vale, creo que hay suficiente gente. Así que vamos a cambiarnos de pantalla. Un momentito. Hola, Richard. Iba a gritar, pero ahora estoy un poquito reposando la voz para después. ¿Cómo que? ¡Puta! ¡Puta! Hola, chido aquí. Saldrá, saldrá. Se cose un poco la garganta seca. Esperad un momento. Voy a poner el jueguito. No cuidado que contes. Vamos a comer un bolso. Bueno, vamos a ver. Ti, ti, ti. Vale. Voy a cambiar esto un segundito. Vale. Ok. Ti, 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 ti. Mira, mejor os pongo aquí arriba. ¿Cómo? Espérate, espérate, espérate. A ver si me he ido bien. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo que bronquiti? Ay, ya la cambié de lugar. No sé si es por la longitud de texto, no sé cómo sirve esto del apoyo, pero. Indicado, cámbialo. Eso, a ver. He cambiado el chat de está aquí arriba, ¿vale? Porque aún tengo que configurar esto de aquí. Eh, eh, eh. Espérate. Porque no me captura el. Se escucha mejor si cambiamos el micrófono. Eso era un problemita que teníamos. Eh... explotando. Esto, a ver. Que uno se quiere poner a jugar, pero es que no le. No carga la pantalla. A ver. Esto, a ver. ¿Cómo se dice? A ver, debería funcionar, a ver. A ver, el manager con lentes. Sí, sí, el manager con lentes es el amo, ¿eh? Es el amo. A ver, ¿cómo se hace esto? Volviste, estaba viendo a ver si. ¿Cómo se hacía esto? Porque no me acuerdo. Ti, 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 ti. Mm, a ver. Coño, no funciona. Mm, eh, Coño, no captura ahora esto. Mm, abierto. A ver. ¡Ah! Sí. Mm, sí, pero que eso que el. Mm, un ayer todo inteligente, todopoderoso. Y el juego que no carga. Pero este juego no carga. Necesito ese para entendiste tú de conseguirlo, ánimo. Gracias, que de verdad hace un momento funcionaba. Como estaba preparando las cosas del Steam, sí funcionaba. Madre, esa salud. Que no te pides caca antes del trabajo. Esto. Mm. Estamos ahí arreglando las cositas, pero. que. Ya. Ay. O sea, si es el juego que ya no dicen, no, vete a la puta. Pero. Como tampoco hay dos Steams. Ah, es que se duplica por el tema del OBS. Aún tengo que controlarlo. Tengo que. Aprovecho lo que el manager arregla esto. Voy a borrar el gotito. A ver. Ya está borrado. Temu, el manager, la princesa. Hombre, sí, también. Entonces tendríamos que matarla, pero... Que no puedo creer que hace 5 segundos dijo, no, el juego así, sí se graba. Terminé que me perdí. Ah, hola máquina, no te has perdido nada. De manera para un segundo lo OBS a ver si carga el juego. Porque no sale en pantalla. Porque sale el overlay, pero no sale lo demás. Hay que matarlo. No, no hay que matarlo, Candy, no hay que matarlo. Si lo matamos nos quedamos sin stream. O sea, yo no el juego. Hombre, mira pedazo de... Mira pedazo de gameplay, no veo nada. Sabe igual que mi futuro ahora mismo. Estrés. No, no mates a mi madre. ¿Cómo que tu madre? ¿Cómo que no eres tu madre? Es que estamos intentando hacer arreglar porque no captura el OBS esto. Vale, vale, ahora sí, ahora sí. Pero bueno, vale. Espérate, pon mi cara encima. Ya está por la mitad. Vale. Vale. Ahora sí. Ok. Vale, ahora sí. Ahora no voy a tocar más esa ventana. Y... Pero si se me cae ya Cicis, ¿no? ¿Cómo que hacemos? ¡Hijos de puta! No es del destino anterior, pero sí, fue un... hizo la luz. Espérate, vamos a subir ese volumen. Un poquitito. Ahí. Una historia de amor. Eso espero, porque si no va a ser... va a ser muy complicado como no sea. A ver. La partida. No. La princesa.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Vale. Vale, a ver. ¿Qué hacemos, chicos? Nos damos la vuelta. Oye, nos vemos a la vuelta si hace falta, pero... Toda parte del texto. A ver. Espérate. No. A ver, un segundito. Y os pongo aquí. ¿Se ve mejor ahora, no? Debería verse mejor. O si no, podemos hacer... esto... hacer un poquito más grande. A ver... Es por vuestro propio bien, a ver. Vale. Debería estar... Ahí. Vale, se debería ver ahora mejor, ¿no? Sí, vale. A ver. Lo ponemos por aquí. Vamos esto. Aunque yo desde aquí no lo veo bien. Pero se estoy viendo desde el otro ladito. No cuenta el manager. No, el manager es clave, el manager es clave. A ver, pero ahora debería verse mejor, ¿no? Y eso me avisáis y yo... Vale. A ver... Vuelvo a abrir mi pantalla. Vale. Fin del mundo. Ya no pienso hacerlo. ¿Cuál es el lugar en que salga el mundo? Recompensa. Lo que tengo que hacer. Nos felicitamos. Vamos a lo Enchi. O nos largamos. O sea, vamos a hacer muchas cosas. Podemos cuestionar, podemos irnos ahí en silencio. Ayer. Tengo que hacerte una nueva imagen de perfil porque vas en bañador. O sea, un momentito. Uy. Espérate. Ay. No voy a tocar mucho esto. Ay. Se les olvidó. A ver. Vale, ahora sí. A ver. Recuérdalo.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Yo sí, hijo de puta, yo sí quiero. Ay. Yo sí quiero que se acabe el mundo, pero... Estoy aquí haciendo de... Soy VTuber, o sea... Esto... Podemos hacer un poquito más grande. Ya, mejor. Vale. Ya está bien.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Nos pillaron. Que se enfrenta a VTuber. Pero es que si vais allí nos vamos a sobrepoblar y todos vamos a ser VTubers y va a ser más raro. No se acaba este mundo de A ver. Oye, que Chayanne es mi padre, ¿vale? Ah. Pero si se acaba el mundo tampoco estaría tan mal, ¿sabéis? O sea, pensadlo, no más escuelas, no más trabajo. Solo tendríamos que chillar. Un punto. Eso. Vale. Me juzgáis mucho, ¿eh? Me juzgáis demasiado. Sois malos, ¿eh? Sois malos, me juzgáis demasiado. No puedo hacer el otro.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Me gustaría que fuera yo, pero no. O sea, No había otro tonto que te pusiera a hacer el trabajo. Ay, ¿cómo se adivina? Los aliens pueden hacer eso, ¿eh? Esto. Creo que si el manager se pone. Por ejemplo. A ver, ya puedo decir, mira, le voy a coger al manager y que haga comisiones de $1. Dibujar ahí unas chinas con el vector. ¿Qué pasa? Miau. Pues, a ver. Vamos, que es la pringada que tiene que venir a hacer el trabajo.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Huh?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Oye, podría ser un buen negocio, tipo, imagínate porque el manager dibuja más con los vectores, entonces. Si nos ponemos. Después el manager puede hacerse millonario de dibujar con el vector. Pero creo que. No creo que le vaya a pagar $100 por un dibujo del manager. Tipo, ni por uno mío.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Un momento, como que se te escapa un indio. Esto a mí no me lo habían contado. Estoy flipando. ¿Cómo que un indio? ¿Cómo? Ay. Me salió como cupo. Toda una comisión. Mira que pensé que me habían estafado, era raro, pero.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
¿Por qué no? ¿Por qué no, gilipollas? O sea.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Ok.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Vale. Pues sí que es verdad que si no sabe hacer nada, o sea, si solo sabe tener acento británico, pues oye. Hasta yo sirvo más que ella, pero.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Vale, y no me dice que es. Okay.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Otra niña. Oye. Ya veremos cuando lleguemos, ¿ok? Creo.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering
ahora ya.
from the wood.
Estamos en
The
modo
princess really
lectura.
lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Hombre, sí, pero... Tienes más en la habitación del tiempo. ¿Cómo? Ñe. Ñe. No me mires así, hago mi trabajo, señora.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Hi.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Creo que no, ¿eh?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I. A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Tenía como menos de 100. No, perdón, 1000. A ver. La verdad que voy a cumplir 100. No soy tan mayor, o sea, no tengo el pelo blanco. Me siento bien. 99 10 meses. Son 11, Mayer, son 11. Mi cumpleaños hace un par de semanas. ¡Ya! Lo que me traes es un chao. Bueno,
The
Alvin.
interior of the cabin is a
Ya vuelvo
jagged
si puedes
mess of
después.
warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
¡Que no compro bien! Ay, compro bien. No mi. No soy tan vieja. Vamos a la cabaña.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing?
¿Qué
It's
pasa,
stressful
coño?
enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Mira, yo creo que... Bueno, me venía a mudar aquí y claro, me dijeron... No, háganlo por puta.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Sí, o sea. ¡Ni! Me imagino que en un gameplay puedes hacer así. No voy a esperar a lo que pasa.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Vamos a tener que hacer.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Ay, ay. Tengo miedo. Yo también tengo miedo, Candy. Yo también tengo miedo.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
¿Qué me sacar?
If she
Hang on.
sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Mm. Creo que todavía los gatos no cuentan como arma blanca, pero... A ver, el manager es intolerante a la lactosa, o sea, le doy un bote de leche. Le doy un bote de leche y se lo lanzo a alguien y... Eso explota, ¿vale? Eso explota. El manager es un peligro si le damos lácteos. O sea, es para morirse, a ver. Ti, 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 ti. Ti. Vamos a hacer el tonto y decirle que no tengo la llave.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Nos va a apuñalar.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do
Beep.
it.
Pip. Pip, 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 pip. Ya. ¡Nya! Ojalá pueda sacar así de la distancia con el rato.
But
you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Hombre, ya sé un par de sitios donde podrías meterte un cuchillo.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Yo sí. Yo sí lo he dicho.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
No, no creo que el problema del cuchillo, pero si hace falta se lo meto por la yugular. Voy a tocar la
I've
nariz.
shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Un momento. ¿Y eso de ahí? Creo que tienes algo que yo no tengo. Señora, creo que usted lleva un arma, pero... no me atrevo a decir cuál es. Qué juego más raro. Sí, es un juego de toma de decisiones, Jan. Esto no es un shooter.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Mira. Aquí hay una pata. Aquí la otra. Esto.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
A ver, vale, sí, tira el cote, pero esto.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Esto, una pequeña pausa. Una vez estaba jugando un juego de terror que era de toma de decisiones. Y había una decisión que era contrarreloj que tenía que ver que yo bajase las escaleras para huir. Y me caí por las escaleras. Desde entonces no he vuelto. Me caí por las escaleras, morí y me indigné tanto que nunca volví a jugar. Desde entonces nunca más, nunca más. Me he reído esta vez. Yo digo, esto es raro. Esto es raro.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
La tercera y capaz cuarta, pero...
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk.
Ya si se corta un poco más el vestido, creo que esto sería un juego que tendría que censurarlo en YouTube, ¿eh? Aún no la monetiza si hace esto.
Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Mm. No vamos aún.
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Ah, sí, todavía no cobramos aún, pero porque no tenemos las views, no tenemos suscriptores necesarios. En YouTube no podemos monetizar. De momento los ingresos que hay son las comisiones mías. De momento no ganamos nada más, a menos que empiece a vender fotos de patas el manager. Pero creo que eso no sé si la gente lo compraría.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Pero no suelo hablar mucho, estoy haciendo el reto. Ah, no te preocupes, tampoco estoy hablando mucho, estamos aquí. Uy. Uy. Tenemos galletas, sí, tenemos galletas, pero... digamos que no vivimos en el lujo. Ti, 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 ti.
Yes, I mean, maybe. I've never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it.
Vale, y es que te hemos tapado los ojos porque tienes unas ojeras más grandes que las mías, ¿eh? Estás muy fachero, pero es por tus ojeras.
I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Creo que tocar un árbol no es una prioridad cuando te acaban de liberar de un secuestro o un encierro. Yo después de la pandemia, cuando salí por primera vez a la calle, lo primero que hice no fue besar un árbol. O sea,
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you?
no me lo estoy creyendo.
Yes, I would like to look at a bird.
¿Qué?
You can look at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here.
Sí, mira, es que cada vez que salgo a la calle busco un árbol y voy toda mi calle besando los árboles que hay por ahí. Y de paso muerdo una hoja para decirle buenas tardes.
He
Ya que
has a
estamos.
point. Just make a decision already.
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death. The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours.
Hehe.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Os dije que tenía tercera pierna. Joder.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Cuchillo. No, a mí no me... Yo tengo prohibido coger cuchillos a las cocinas ajenas.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Estoy de acuerdo con lo ofendido. Me acuerdo.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What did
Me están matando.
What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Tal cual.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Soy el cuchillo. Ti, 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 ti. No puedes hacer stream, estoy trabajando. No seas malo, estoy trabajando, manager. Ti, ti.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Espera. No. Esa soy yo a las 3 de la mañana. El perseguido soy yo a las 3 de la mañana.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
No, estoy aquí. Lo que estoy asimilando todo el rato. Es un chingo. O sea, pero... No, si el manager secuestra ya al streamer que no... Es que me muere de la confusión.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
¿Cómo que quieres que corra? Que no me puedo escapar, macho. Y ni siquiera es una opción. A ver. A ver, está la opción de ligársela, pero... Creo que personalmente, cuando hablamos de tijeras, yo no me esperaba una hoja en cada brazo. Muchacha. Es más...
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster? I'd rather not. I'm into it. Can't say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute. Can we flirt by fighting her, though?
Oye, si le hacemos la mirada... O le coquetemos con palabras, o sea... Antes de palparme. Oye, imagínate ahí salir con alguien tal, todo bonito y de repente... Así. Y eres una brocheta, eres una decoración del jardín de Halloween. Los niños no lo saben. Luchas con la princesa. Sí, voy a hacer esta última, echar la miradita. O sea, mira mis ojitos, mira, intentar de sacarlos. Ay. La cena primero. A ver, ¿pero la cena o la miradita? Se me gustan locas. Cuando la gente te dice me gustan las locas, ¿no? No me suelo imaginar que tenga un cuchillo por cada mano. A ver, esto es un restaurante de sushi, te viene de puta madre porque te lo cortas enseguida, pero... Imagínate trabajar en una escuela con esto. Y los niños se convierten en salami. La cena entonces, ok.
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
But why mess around with appetizers when the main course is right here?
Or not. Oh, I like her. I like her a lot. Blush still glowing in her cheeks, the princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Your Honor? No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Mira, ahora que me fijo, están divorciadas. Nunca he visto unas tan separadas. Esto es un escote, pero... con el palo de fútbol. Y realmente te salen Esto de divorciadas, pues, te sale cuando son grandes, pero... ¿Aquí qué pollo? Espérate. Espérate. Mira, yo qué aquí. Ta, 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 ta. Es que no puedo estar. Ay, vale, ya paro. Eso no quita que las tenga divorciadas, ¿eh? No se hablan. Es que me lo ponen a tiro. A ver. Las tiene divorciadas.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Come on, show me something new.
Me contra el pánico. Sí, soy, pero... A ver. Vamos a hacer un poco la pelota.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
¿Cómo que copio? Eso se puede poner en YouTube.
What's
Creo que no.
point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
¿Cómo que le digan? Esta cara no dice. No. Esta es mi cara cuando no tomo café. O sea. Ñe.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
None of this is working. Think.
Think. Skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Gracias por que la mujer nos hace rapidito. A ver, si la primera cita llegas a la mesa y te la sacas, te salen corriendo. A ver, es una prueba de juego para ver si está ahí para las buenas y para las malas.
Over my dead body. That won't
Eso
be
también.
very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Es que les da miedo, ¿vale? Les da miedo muy... A las mujeres les da mucho miedo el éxito, pero... que ven los vídeos y dicen, uff, esto es demasiado para mí. Soy muy divertido semejante por él.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
Oh yes,
You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
Ñi. Ñay. Moin, 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 moin. Ahí está. Vale. Están más divorciadas que el padre promedio. Están divorciadísimas.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Oh
I got something
no.
ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Creo que no quiero ver eso. Es larguísimo.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Es larga, está dura. Simplemente nos va a matar, pero...
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Esto no es para YouTube, tío. ¡Tada! No. Esto no es para verlo, chicos. No. Es... Entonces, ¿por qué?
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
La hostia, eso mismo.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman.
¿Cómo que una mujer perfecta? Que sea un conjunto de cuchillos que te podría apuñalar con solo un beso. O sea, ya te saluda y ya te has desangrado. Una mujer así viene, dice, hola, buenas tardes, te da la mano y ya te ha apuñalado el esternón. O sea, acabas con más agujeros que un estudiante estadounidense. O sea, acabas peor que un estudiante gringo.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
¿Qué ventana, gracioso? O sea, no hay ventana.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Clavado. A ver, se tapa con un catfish que dices, esto es demasiado bueno para ser verdad. Vale. Te la buscabas. ¿Qué? Tú imagínate. Y dices, mira, vamos a ver a tu tía. Y que esto sea tu tía. Tú piensas, soy pariente perdido de Eduardo Manos Tijera. Porque es como si Eduardo Manos Tijeras hubiera tirado unas... No voy a decir el qué, pero... Nunca se me hubiera ocurrido este diseño.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different, like I should actually take this seriously for once. You're incredible.
¡Hostia, un logro! Esto está... Vamos a hacer... Mira, si es como somos iguales. No.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
No que le que no pasa por el pan. Tres viewers y los tres son unos sali.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. I know only that they are. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Everything, until we meet again.
Es al principio con su forma humana, pero creo que así... Eso ya no son unas tijeras, esto es convertirse en... ¿Cómo se llama esto? En trocitos de jamón, me van a convertir en trocitos de jamón.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
¿Eh?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
¿Tijeras con qué? ¿Con Axi? Creo que con Axi no se pueden hacer tijeras.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Monarca.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture...
Creo que esta vez vamos a entrar sin el cuchillo.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here... Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade and slay her before it's too late.
Puedo decir que el juego es un vídeo de... Sí. No sé si es muy interesante el arte. Mira, esta vez no están separadas. Creo que cuanto más loca, más separación tienen.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with. The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me. Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No me lo digas 2 veces. Boing, 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 boing. Oye, sí que fue aquí, cabrones. Me dijeron que no. No me quería. Ti, ti, ti. Así que tú me desmonetizas. Ñe, ñe, ña. Vale, ahora sí. Me voy a tomar en serio esto.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less. That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here. It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't. Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your... Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down.
Ok, más. No. Cuando la gente dice me gustan las locas, yo no me imagino esto. Mira. Ay.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Ahora sí. Ahí sí que... Esto me recuerda a serie de Disney, el live action. Tiene los ojos muy separados. Chao. Ni. Es que... ¿Tú te has visto la película, el live action de la sirenita? Es que no es normal. No es normal la distancia que tienen todos los ojos.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here. We could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
You're on a path in the woods. You make your way up the short path. The interior of the cabin, the blade is your implement.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Eso hay que censurarlo. A ver.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Me.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end. I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
¿Cómo que te has perdido algo, manager? Lu, te has perdido mucho.
Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from.
Sí, pues sí.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say
Eso no
we
es
should
un novel.
probably head over to the cabin and slay that
Digamos que
princess.
sí, pero es más un
No,
juego
we
de
can't trust her,
decisiones.
So let's get on with the show.
Que no me he comido la princesa a besos. Eso estaba muy afilado. Eran tijeras literales. Eran tijeras literales. No quiero hablar del tema. No.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
No, como una morbidota.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options. I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Burro de la personalidad. No. Me difama. El manager me difama. No. No.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world in time? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after?
Ok. No hay huevos. No hay huevos. ¿A qué haces clip? No hay huevos.
Do you think the people there lived happily
Me
ever
apetece
after?
matar.
Or do you think that the princess left unhindered
Hay que dibujarlo.
ultimately
Hay que
end
dibujarlo. Sí, bro.
everyone and everything just like I told you she would?
Con ese bikini.
That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
Mira, me estoy diciendo que me va a castrar. Puedo hacerlo. A ver, tengo las herramientas. Si quieres que te castren, yo te castro, pero...
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
un rato. Sí, en realidad es que el narrador da bastante mal rollo. Digo tú.
Just be quick about it. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's
Yo
because
no voy a hacer eso.
you're the only person
A ver,
capable of
estoy
doing
leyendo
this.
más que hablando.
Call it a
Para no interrumpir
prophecy, if that helps.
esto.
But it's just the way things are.
A ver, si hablo, pero hablo menos porque estoy muy bien. Paso más leyendo y de vez en cuando miro los comentarios, pero estoy centrándome más en el juego.
I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Good point. That really explains almost everything. I'm not so sure about that. You know, you're right. But it explains almost everything. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Con dos cosas a la vez me distraigo muy fácil. Todo el principio me está hablando que me distraigo muy rápido. Tengo que ir... Tengo que ir cambiando las cositas porque si no es que me distraigo, me olvido de cosas. Creo que es un momento
I
que...
don't think either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide? He seems like a nice guy to me. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should really stop wasting time chatting amongst yourselves in the woods. So if we could move this along? Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Ay, era malo. Después ya se... en pleno gameplay. ¡Nya! Me susto. Aún no, hemos hecho mucho tipo de censura, pero todavía no me quedo pilota todavía.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots, the walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud
Mango
in the shape of a
dibuja.
shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Sí lo veo, Sí lo veo. Mango. Mango, 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 mango. Mango dibuja burros. Es que tiene ese color de un mango también, ¿eh? Es que tiene ese color de un mango también. Creo que en disfraz de mango te quedaría bien, ¿sabes? Estoy de acuerdo, estoy de acuerdo. ¡Larga vida al mango! Sí, eso, eso. Mango está bien maduro. Mango está bien madurito. Sí, es un mango madurito. Ñam, 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 ñam.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Se come el mango próximo. Yo lo veo, yo lo veo.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Okay.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. No blade. Leaving it behind didn't work out so well for us last time. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Creo que voy a morder, ¿eh? Morder, hacerme sushi. Esto pinta mal. Esto está muy mal. Ay. Pero no tenemos el cuchillo. No lo podemos matar. No lo podemos matar. Nos sacamos el cuchillo arriba. No. ¡Hostia, un mango! Okay. Hola.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognize your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out.
No, el helicóptero
I'm
no.
the kind of guy who likes a discussion.
Ni siquiera
Don't we
sostengo.
need to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Mira. Ta. Ti, 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 ti. Vale, ya me voy. Ti, 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 ti. No sé si tengo. No sé si tengo helicóptero. Ti, 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 ti. Espérate.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do.
Oye, que no soy horrorosa. El gato salva al gato. Pero que el gato me quiere matar. No.
Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
Elige. Tienes que elegir una. ¿Yo? Yo justo aquí. O esto. Elijo la urna. No, no, no me hagáis pelona. No. No me hagáis pelona. No sois malos. Que no tengo la garganta para gritar hoy. No. No. Me queréis hacer pelona. No. Sois malos. Todos queréis ser una princesa furra que os quiere matar. No querría entender.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué nos gustan las locas tanto? ¿Cuánto podéis tener? Tiene dos opciones. Un coso que no os va a matar. Y además tiene un gato. O un bicho que os quiere matar. Vivir o morir. El fin del mundo o... ¡Va, va, va, va! No es suficiente. ¡No! Se me vuelve a rebanar. Es que no.
You thought that was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Todo bien incluido es un DLC. No, no, bien incluido, bien incluido. Viene con el pack de Gremlin.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Esta es horrible. Esta es horrible. Esta ni a la loca de la esquina. Esta no se la digas a nadie. Esa. ¡No! Tú dices esto a cualquier mujer y te revienta a palos. Yo también te reviento a palos. Creo que estás con... Creo que no, ¿eh? Yo digo que no. Ese día. Es que mira esa cara. Mi cara. Voy a poner aquí al lado de ella. Mira, este bicho creo que no tiene la regla. Creo que no tiene ni... no tiene ni... Mira de tacos. Uy, tiene el taco. No lo sabía, no lo sabía. Ti. Fíjate. Tiene piojos. ¿Pero dónde se van a caer los piojos? O sea, ¿dónde van a venir? ¿Quién le va a contagiar los piojos? Pero con la loca. Pero lo es mujer. Mira, antes tenía una pedazo de espada. O sea, antes la veías aquí de pie. Veías una pierna aquí, otra pierna aquí y aquí. En medio había algo. Y mira. ¿Se ha hecho la película esta mujer? Los piojos de la curva. Todos le preguntamos la...
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that. I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
¿Cómo se te llama así? No, así no se dice. Así no se habla una mujer, chicos. ¿Cómo se nota que es lleno de hombres? Es que no sabéis hablar una mujer. Una mujer que dice, no, pues después hablamos. Mira, cuando se le pase, se ha mudado a la otra parte del mundo, se ha olvidado de ti, se ha cambiado el número, se ha cambiado hasta el nombre. Y no solo eso, sino que también te va a mandar un puñetazo por correo. Ya es tijeras de regla. Ni siquiera sabemos si tiene para hacer tijeras. No lo sabemos. ¿Le dices en la cara? Que no tengo la espada, no la tengo. La dejé arriba.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it. Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Ah, esa es la princesa. Sí, pero no, pero puede ser. En realidad tiene una cola. Es que creo que la princesa tiene diferentes formas, porque ya hemos visto que tiene muchas. Va cambiando dependiendo después de cada muerte. No te caes. No. Es que me hace mucha gracia que están divorciadas. Como boing, 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 boing. ¿Cómo que es más? Os gustan las locas asesinas, ¿eh? Se les va. Ya. Yo así la arreglo. Eso dijimos la última vez y... Dime. A ver, te lo digo, pero es que me hace gracia que tiene la posibilidad de... ¡Ñe! Es que me hace gracia, perdón. Es que me hace gracia que estén tan divorciados. Digo, es que... Es que me hace gracia que estén divorciadas, perdón, me hace gracia que estén separadas. Es como si la tía estuviera calva y tuviera los ojos muy separados. A mí me hace gracia que estén separados. Independientemente de lo que es.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first. The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Eyes on the back of her head? Does she really?
No.
No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs. You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift. I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye. Oh no. Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
No. No. Es que este juego tiene muchos finales. Tiene muchos finales, es un chingo de finales. Parece que tienes un final malo y luego es un final bueno, parece un final bueno, pero luego es uno malo. Realmente casi todos los que hemos jugado son bad endings.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab us. The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful? As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped. No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him. Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Finally! We're going places.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
No, ¿cómo que la 3? ¿Quieres que le pregunte que hace la cosa? No he hecho ruido de que me he retrasado, no he hecho eso.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the wood. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is almost You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Mira cómo te vas a dar la segunda oportunidad. Pero es que sí. Quiero verte repasar solo. Ñe.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here...
I'll be here.
You attempt... Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This will be easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I
No
heard
tengo
the door
su nombre.
slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Digo que no se acordó de su nombre. Tipo, que lo más probable es que ella no se acuerda de su propio nombre. Ok, no
The
tiene.
knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just... As the princess approaches... Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, okay? There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, you fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that you're here to slay. Again? If he doesn't remember what you know, what does it matter what he knows? But she is not going to kill you unless you... Oh, she will... We might as well just... Can we tone down the... I'm not being a... You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Voy a querer que os pise. No.
Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Vale, vale. No lo merece.
This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
No.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Sorpresa, no. ¿Puedes dejar de decirles más a la princesa cada vez que la veis en pantalla, cabrones? Soltamos el cuchillo. O lo dejamos agarrado. Creo que no lo haremos soltar. Vamos a hacerlo por las
The
buenas.
blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going
Pedazo
on.
de Sims.
You'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alteration. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you, where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us. I don't like that silence.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path in the... You make your way. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. You take the blade. The door to the basement creaks open.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down. Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation. Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked...
I'll be here.
You attempt... You make your way back to the bottom. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. It hasn't. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of him. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. A warning before she will... Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought-iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No soy muy simple, no soy malo. Yo solo he mirado que tiene tercera pierna. Mata.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
No.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old...
Me lo dices tan.
Her voice, harsh but...
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Oh.
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why. Or first you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him. Possibly even more than we can't trust her.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, worry. Exactly. If I were you,
I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No. Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she? So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
No.
Oh no, no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations, you saved the world.
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
¿Cómo que todavía sirve? No.
I don't have an angle. I'm just
No.
looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward. Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Oh, wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe...
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I'm curious to see what it means for us to know it. It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer. If I did, I would already be awake. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
You're on a path.
Vale, vale. Es que es tardísimo ya, creo que... No. No, entonces igual, no. No, de hecho... A ver. Creo que ya es un poquito tarde. Yo no he cenado todavía. Vosotros espero que habéis comido ya, la mayoría. Así que vamos a ir cerrando ya. Vamos a nuestro stream. Creo que... Unos cuantos, ¿eh? Pero de finales que te han salido logro creo que son 3. 3, 4. No estoy segura, pero... Creo que es bastante. Así que creo que ya se lo ir cerrando, chicos. Fue muy intenso el juego y creo que todavía creo que queda mucho por hacer. Así que igual vamos a ir cerrando, chicos. ¿Vale? Ya después os pongo por Twitter si ya comí o si no, o si me secuestran. También que el manager se quiere despedir de vosotros. Ay. Mira. Se está saludando. Vale. Bueno. No, vale, vamos a ir cerrando ya. Que tengo hambre. Bueno, a ver si la próxima vez hablo un poquitito más. Que estuvo muy intensa la partida, sí. Ay, gracias. Bueno, voy a cerrar ya. Que la mitad de nosotros tenemos que comer. Bueno, chaito. Hasta la próxima.